Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 119 of this Tennis Elbow Manager 2 save. I am the Custard Prophet, and yes, we are following Shaun Death in his quest to become the top player in international men's tennis. As I said in the last episode, this year, 2023, has not been a good year for Shaun. He's yet to make it to a semi-final, a couple of quarter-finals, but not a semi-final. And considering he won the Australian Open the year before and another tournament by this stage and had hit a few semi-finals, this is not going well. So Shawnee has just got through the first round match at the French Open, which turned out to be an absolute battle against Italian qualifier Giovannini or something like that, who is 178th in the world. This does not fill me with confidence for what is to come, but he is going to be playing Friends, who's another Italian, in the second round. Now, last year he only got as far as the second round, and clay is not his friend. But can we get through against this lad, Friends? Looking at him, he is a strong player, stronger than the player we've just played, but mentally there are some issues there, certainly concentration, cold blood constancy. So you think that he's going to struggle to finish us off. He's going to struggle to keep focused for long periods, although I don't get the focus and the concentration and what the difference is there. So I guess he's going to make mistakes, here and there, which would be good. And that cold blood and the consistency, which I think that relates to, is going to be important as well. So he will be making some mistakes, but other than that, he does look very strong. A little bit of a dodgy thing around stamina, but that shouldn't be a big issue for him. So let's see what we can do. As you see, last year he only got to the first round of the French Open. Don't know quite how that went for him, and then he struggled thereafter in the UK Wimbledon, which wasn't particularly great for him. But yeah, this year it's been a lot better, and he certainly improved. But this is a big game for him, and Shawnee really needs to show him who's boss here. He beat 53rd in the world Humbert, who is, I think we have played before, or we have beaten, who's a very strong player. So that is certainly something to think about. That was back when Shawnee was a much less player than he is now. But yeah, so here we go. Let's try. We may do two, depending on how long this game is. If we get through it, we may not be doing two matches. But let's see how things go in this first match. So you can see here, Shawnee has got pretty strong rally attributes, pretty strong service attributes, pretty strong physical attributes, and mentally very good as well. Self-confidence has taken a little bit of a battering recently. The special stats, so we're still trying to work on that return of serve, but you can see some of the other things are not particularly great, and maybe we should be working harder there. But I don't really see how to keep everything at 100% that we keep seeing with a lot of these players. Right then, so let's have a look what we've got to do here. So looking at his forehand, he's going to be full power on forehand and backhand. Precision not quite as strong, so that's going to be a challenge for us. But it's that concentration that we need to work out. We're going to stand back again this time. If you remember last time, we stood back from the baseline. It gave us a little bit more time to keep in the rallies. So we'll be doing that, and we'll try to link that up with some other bits and pieces to try and do one over against this player, Friends, who looks a pretty solid player. So go a little bit further from the baseline. We will go a little bit more attacking. Aim for the lines, and the net will, of course, as always, is right down. Serve and volley will right down on both. We're going to try and attack his second serve and hit it fairly long in the court, so we put him on the defensive immediately. We'll go like that to start with, and we'll see how that works in the first set, but we may need to change things up. He looks a good player, but let's find out if he's as good as he looks. Well, it's 1-1, and Shawnee is dealing with already a break point. Looks like he's a... Ooh, Shawnee, that is awful. Straight off the frame there. So early breaker serve for him.
15 low.
And already it looks a little bit of a problem here. I'm not quite sure what the problem is, but oh, dear me, he's gone wide with that. So that's some of the problems we anticipated to see, but we're not seeing enough of it. Shawnee 15-40 down here, 3-1 down, and not looking at all like he's going to get anything out of this match. He does hit the net there, so Shawnee's not out of this just yet. Gone wide. Well done, Shawnee, for getting back into that. That could be important. But already another break chance here. That is a beautiful play. I mean, how he got that back from kind of somewhere behind the brollies there. We've got to have to think about this, because I'm going to take the service speed down a little bit. Should we try a little bit more spin on the serve? Maybe that's just causing him a little bit of trouble. We are struggling to get anything at all on the serve, on his serve, and really finding it difficult to win through our own serves at the minute. So this doesn't look positive at the minute. Don't forget, we did manage to pull things out last time out. I think what gets me is the amount of lack of mistakes that you get from these guys. 15-40 down. I mean, we've not seen anything on his serve. And is it because he's coming to the net? And we'll have a look at this. He's come to the net 11 times out of 15. We've just not got past it. So it looks like he's coming to the net, and that's causing us a lot of problems. It's a slower first serve. I mean, 65% isn't bad, but we're not particularly doing well whatever we're doing. Short, long, whatever rallies. We'll go more down the line. I think if we focus on one rather than the other, maybe that will be a good thing to do. Try and get less aggressive, but go further back. I don't know. We focus a little bit more on the forehand, maybe. See how that does. Well, it's been really good actually up until this point, where Shawnee's not had a good game. He's 15-40 down. We struggled still on his serve, but it seems a little bit better than it did in the previous set. So I'll take the positives and then try and tweak it some more, maybe. That's long. We're not out of this yet. To maybe hold on to take this this game. Maybe let's not count our chickens too early here. He does have a wicked backhand. Oh, Shawnee, that's awful.
Game clear 2.
I think what's frustrating, Shawnee's just not had a break of serve. And
Set player 2.
yeah, so longer rallies now, it's working a bit better. Have we sorted out the net issue? A little bit better on the nets. Shawnee's doing all right himself, actually, somehow on that. We've reduced the speed of serve. We're getting more in, so that's working. Don't know what to do about this, because we're not getting anything on his serve, and that's where we've got to change things. So it's on his serve. It's just finding that. I mean, he's getting a lot of first serves in. Let's try and just accentuate that a little bit more. And Shawnee has got himself injured. Well, not really. He's got a gastric problem, so I dread to think what went on the court. But yeah, it's the same guy that we lost to. It didn't look like it was going to go the same way this time round, but it's hard to know how this would have gone. But that is really disappointing. That's it. I mean, Shawnee had won that first game, and this is the second time we've had this, and I don't quite know what to do about it, because we're not. I mean, that was nothing. That was not an injury. That's a gastric issue. Is probably like eating something dodgy the night before. Yeah, that's frustrating. So 2 injuries in concurrent tournaments. Against the same guy. That's gutting. That is absolutely gutting. He's clearly doing something to us. So yeah, that's frustrating. And I don't look. Let's have a look at. Wow. I don't know what that's gone on here. He's exhausted, but I've got a blue. What is this? Well, let's go on a week. He's not going to be able to train anyway. We can only train at 5% anyway. So we got to rest for the rest of the time. Just get ourselves right back where we need to be. Training efficiency's going back. So I think next week we should be all right. Anyway, guys, well, that is disappointing. We have got a match on grass coming up, so we're going to change this. I know, to a grass court, which we do have. So we'll be moving completely the other way around. And hopefully, we can have a more successful Wimbledon, which will be coming up very, very soon. Maybe we will be seeing you before then, perhaps, but not sure. And we may not be able to play in the next tournament. We may have to wait a week for Wimbledon just to be absolutely sure. I don't know. Not sure what's best to do. Anyway, folks, yeah, a little disappointing that we didn't make it through this because of injury. Do I think we'd have come back? Hard to say. We did it in the last episode. It didn't feel like it was going to happen this time round, but who knows? Anyway, let me know your thoughts on it all. If you have enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you next time, where hopefully we can get through the match without getting ourselves injured. Goodbye.